Hello kids, this is the continuation video of Standard 8 Physics Chapter Force and Pressure Part 2. In this part, we will study about effect of force. We had already discussed what force is. Now we will discuss about effect of force, that is pressure. To understand this term, we will first understand some activities. Like you must be using your pencil. You used to soften the pencil before using it. And if you try to pierce that pencil inside your palm or fingers, that can easily pierce through. Now you use your pencil for some time and the tip of the pencil gets blunt. Then you again try to pierce the pencil. It will take more force to get in. It's hard to get in, to pierce through your fingers or through your palm. That means what? There is some effect of force that depends upon the area of the tip of the pencil. That if the tip is very soft, it can easily pierce through, but if the tip is blunt, it does not pierce through easily. Second activity, that if you take one brick and kept it over a soft mud, and if you take another brick and over it you keep another same brick, both are kept over the soft mud, what you will observe, that the brick one over another will go more inside than the single brick. The weight of one brick will give the force that is less than the weight of two bricks. That weight of both the bricks are more compared to the one. That means what? More is the magnitude of the force of both the bricks, more will be the effect of it. That means the effect of force also depends upon its magnitude, its value. So how the effect of force depends on area and the magnitude of the force. From the above activity that I discussed just now, we can conclude that the effect of force, that is pressure, is directly related to the force applied, the magnitude of the force. If more is the force, more will be the effect. That's why the two bricks having more force, more magnitude of force, will go more inside the mud. Pressure is inversely proportional to area, because as the tip is sharp, so area of contact is less, it can pierce through easily, whereas the blunt tip of the pencil cannot go inside your palm easily. That's why less area, more effect, more area, less effect. Thus pressure is defined as force per unit area. It's directly proportional to force and inversely proportional to area. We can also write as P is equals to F by A. SI unit of pressure from its formula for force is Newton, for area is meter square. So Newton per meter square or Pascal. That is, we can write it as capital P, small a. Now, applications of pressure, that in terms of increasing pressure and decreasing pressure. How we can increase pressure? As I told, that pressure is directly proportional to force and inversely proportional to area. So, if force will be more, pressure will be more. If area will be less, then also pressure will be more. Or we can say in other ways, if force is less, pressure is less. If area is more, pressure is less. So few applications we will understand here to increase pressure or to decrease pressure. Like sharp edges of knife. You must have experience at home, or you can ask your parents that while using the sharp knife, if the knife is very sharp, we can easily cut anything because the area of contact of the blade of the or edges of the knife is less on the object which has to be cut. So area of contact is less, effect will be more, the pressure will be more. Sharp tip of pencil and pens, that activity I told just now. If your pin, the tip of the pin is very sharp, you can easily pierce through because area of contact is less. So the effect of force, that is pressure, will be more. Now decreasing pressure. You must have seen while traveling on through train that the railway tracks are placed just below the railway tracks. Wooden sleepers are placed. Why? The weight of the train is too heavy. So, and those trains are running on the small tracks. So to withstand the weight of those railway or with the wagons of the train, the wooden sleepers are being placed so that the area of contact will be more and the effect of the force, that is the pressure, will be less on the railway tracks. Pillars supporting the bridges have broader braces. That also you must have observed while going through railways, that the pillars over that supports the bridges are broader at the base, because near the base it touches the ground and there the base are broader, so that the effect of the weight, because of the weight of the heavy bridges, will cause the effect less. Area more, effect less, it will cause less pressure on the ground. Same way, heavy vehicles, means they are heavy by their weight, are provided with extra tires. Why extra tires? So that they can withstand, they should not go inside, the effect of pressure should be less. We have to decrease the effect of pressure of the heavy vehicles. That's why we have to increase the area of contact. We cannot decrease the weight of the vehicle, that is the force. We can decrease the pressure by decreasing force also, but here the heavy vehicles weight cannot be decreased. We have to carry the loads. So how to decrease? By increasing the area of contact. So that's why it is being provided with extra tires. Next is pressure exerted by liquids, that is known as lateral pressure, because if you take water in a container, that will exert pressure in all direction, that is same pressure it will exert, that is maybe a liquid or a fluid. So pressure exerted by the liquid in all direction, that is the lateral pressure. If you make a hole near the bottom and one hole near the top and fill it with water, but you will find that the pressure near the bottom, through the hole the water will come out with more pressure than compared to the top, because greater is the height, greater will be the lateral pressure. We will understand this more clearly using the characteristics of liquid pressure. Liquid exerts pressure on the walls of the container. As I told, that the container in which we used to take the fluid or the liquid, that will exert same pressure on the walls all around. It increases with depth, that also I told, that as we go more deep inside the water level, the pressure will increase. Third one is pressure is also directly proportional to its density. If the density of the liquid is more, if in place of water we are taking more dense liquid, then pressure will be more. At a given depth, liquid exerts same pressure in all direction. That if we take a container and as I told, if we make a hole in the bottom, so all around there at the same level, if you make holes all around, you will see that it will exert same pressure in all directions. Liquid seeks its own level regardless of the safe and cross-sectional area of the vessel. It seeks its own level regardless of the safe and cross-sectional area. Whatever be the safe or area of means different containers if you are taking, the same type of liquid seeks its own level. All reaches to the same level though the safe and cross-sectional area differs from vessel to vessel. Next is Pascal's law. That is given by the French scientist Blaise Pascal. According to this law, whenever pressure is applied at any point on a confined and incompressible liquid, what does it mean? That the liquid is contained in a confined form as an incompressible liquid that cannot be compressed that much. So, if we take it in a container and make holes all around and try to pressurize that liquid, what will happen? That throughout the holes all around, it will equally comes or transmitted in all direction with undiminished magnitude. Very small magnitude will be there and it will come equally in all possible direction. That is Pascal's law. Now, consequence of liquid pressure. The walls of the dams are made thicker. As I told, the bases of the pillars are made broader. Why? As we go more deep inside, the liquid exerts more pressure. So, walls of the dams where huge quantity of water is being collected, they are made more broader near the base, so that with the height, as we go more deep inside the dam, the pressure exerted on the walls will increase. That's why near the base, the walls of the dams are made thicker. Sea divers use special suits. On the surface of water, the pressure is very less because the depth of the seas are in 1000 kilometers. So, as we go more deep inside, the pressure exerted on the body of the sea divers is huge. So, to withstand with that pressure, the outside pressure and the inside pressure, body pressure to balance, they use special suits. Water supply tanks are placed at higher points so that from that height, when the water will come down to get a supply to the locality, that will come down with a more pressure as it is kept in more height. So, more we go towards the base, the height, the pressure, the effect of force will be more.